Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is September 6, 2017, and this is going to be the video update that I've been trying to do for the last 2 days, as this is the start of, I think it's day 6 of me dealing with the onset of Bell's palsy. As you can see, that's what this side's pulling down. So, sorry I didn't get the video out the last 2 days as promised, especially yesterday, but as you guys know from that big long post that I did, yesterday was a very, very rough day. Probably the worst in all of this. So, latter part of yesterday afternoon, my good side of my face, if you call it that, actually it was feeling like it was being pulled back and then down, which is pulling this over, and just couldn't breathe. You wouldn't think of it when your muscles relax from Bell's palsy. You would think, oh, this is relaxed. Oh, hell no. So you got this pulling down, this pulling up and backing down, and just made for a very miserable existence. And as you know, sleep has been pretty much non-existent for me for these 6 days. Now, that being said, I got 4 hours of sleep last night, so I'll go ahead and take that. So I think I'm up to 14, 16 hours, 17 hours of sleep, whatever. It hasn't even been close to 20 yet since the 1st of September. So sleep deprivation played a heavy part yesterday. And just dealing with this as a whole, it really messes with your psyche and just really wears you out. And I finally just hit a breaking point yesterday when all this, other stuff was happening again. So my apologies for that real long post, but I'm documenting this not only in my post, but I'm trying to do it with these videos, not only for my own records for myself and my family, but one of the things I've learned through this is more people have gone through it than I could have even imagined it, that are close to me, friends and family, or that are going through it right now. So if the videos and also the post can offer any sort of comfort, insight, help, or whatever, I want to get out there, because this as a whole absolutely sucks. So if you know somebody that's gone through it or is going through it, or you come across somebody doing it, please give them the support. Forgive the saw in the back. Our landlord showed up day before yesterday from California to work on our roof, and let's just say he should really get a contractor, but he's trying to do it himself. So back to what I was saying. So before I go on, the next thing I want to do is sit there and say again, thank you, especially yesterday, for all of you guys. The posts, the likes, the loves, the hugs, the prayers, everything has been absolutely amazing. Again, very humbling. And of all the days that I needed it, yesterday was absolutely it. And it got to a point, when I got off Facebook, and was relaxing, it was really cool. I had 2 friends come over yesterday, offer up a blessing, and just to come in and check on me, which was absolutely fantastic and appreciated. When I went to go rest last night, because I'm like, okay, I know I'm not going to get some sleep, but I'm just going to lay down. What was just really cool was it felt like every one of you guys was just pushing me down, just, in a good way. Just sitting there saying, stay, lay down, you're going to be okay, we got this. And it was just actually a really cool feeling, and that's what I was putting into my head. And so as the evening was going on, I found myself calming down and just, for lack of a better term, existing, and just letting it, just getting the feels, or whatever you want to call it, just saying I'm going to be okay, knowing you guys were there to offer support and love. And so thank you. Definitely, if you know somebody that goes through this, though, offer them the same support, please, even if they're an absolute stranger, because this is some scary crap, because we take things for granted, little things you don't even think about, to include the muscles in your face. Sorry if my eyes and everything are going all over the place. It's part of it. But you just, from eating and drinking, trying to eat and drink through here, and the stuff's all over. It's not pretty, and it's really disheartening. And through all this, which is what happened with yesterday, just all of it, still not able to taste anything, eat or drink proper, not sleep proper. With the sleep proper, as you can see, you've probably noticed that I blink fairly normal on the left hand side, which is supposed to be the good side. This side, the eye, doesn't close or open on command or as easy. Especially the fine motor skills of an eye blink or an eye movement, it just goes away. And so what's scary about that is the eye, if I push the eye closed, the eye will stay closed for a sec, and then as you see, it pops open. Well, the problem with that is your cornea can dry out, your eye dry out, and you're sitting there trying to do drops. But when you go to sleep, it'll do that in your sleep. And if you do that and the eye dries out, cornea dries out, you end up going blind. So that creates a whole bunch of suck ass right there. So I haven't gotten a chance to do any of my facial testing or stuff today, so I'm gonna probably do it here again for the documentation. But when working on it, as you can see, this whole side is down. Most everyone knows that I have pointy eyebrows, so I try and find that same muscle group here. So forgive me, I'm looking, but that same muscle group, and which should be, and just doing exercises or pulling on here or pulling on the cheek up. You hear my speech just changed a little bit there, and then down, pulling on this. So if it was a normal situation, these muscles would be working, but as you can hear, the muscles, now it's talking a little better. It's still ate up, but then all of a sudden it drops back down, and you're talking out the side or pulling the Stallone, Adrian, which I've gotten a lot of private memes on that. Thank you, you sick bastards, and you know who you are. So I've been working on those different muscles. At times I'll sit there and stick my finger in my mouth and just pull to do kind of meet this grimace to work on these muscles, because you see it pulling up and over. So I'm trying to do it on that. Now you can see, forgive me being tired, like I said, hence the bags. But I haven't gotten a chance to work on stuff. But one of the positive things I'm noticing today is the lines on my forehead. Not that I'd ever think I'd be happy to see those bastards. Is starting now to come back over to the, oh hey, that was actually cool. I was able to get a little bit of movement out of there. So the line's coming back. What that indicates to me is, yeah, so if you take a look, getting some, okay, so I'm going to cover this side for a sec, and it's kind of hard to concentrate, but so I'm getting a little bit of movement there. So with the pointy eyebrow, it's trying to do it on the same side, or okay, so must be doing something right. But I'm getting a little, when I try and squint, or so hey, I'll take it. So there's a little bit of movement here, so maybe that has been helping. I don't know if it does. I've seen different stuff online, and there's all sorts of information, which, by the way, the advice a lot of you guys have been giving me on whether it was like my wife doing the pharmaceutical grade vitamin C, that feels like it's been helping. Just overall, it's felt like it's been helping. The B12 complex. I think we got magnesium. I think it was my friend Dana that said to do the magnesium. So we got that coming in, I think, today. Hey, I figure everybody has a piece of the answer, and that's what I do. So, but now, yesterday afternoon, and when this first started, mouth was close to that, so I had about that much to deal with. So, the fact it's a little bit more open here, as it's all sloped, uh, is promising, because you can see you got the smile line here, and it's slowly starting to come back. I've also, don't laugh, but I started doing the she sells seashells by the seashore, and Peter Piper, and just all those different things, and it's gotten me to laugh on this side, but I try to do it and really over enunciate it, to do whatever I can to stretch out these muscles. So I am still in the fight, and I know some have said, oh, it's great that you're doing the fight, but make sure to relax and chill. And guys, trust me, I'm doing everything in my power to rest, try and rest and take it easy. There's only so much you can do. I got two toddlers that are 2 and 4 years old, so they still need dad's attention, but I am doing the resting as best as I can, and because that's all I can do. And again, the support has been fantastic, and I know I ramble on with it, and so I beg your patience and your indulgence. Outside of that, I'm doing good. Definitely a lot better today. Got those 4 hours sleep last night, so thanks to you guys push on and the love. So we're in it another day. With that, just came to me with my post yesterday. You guys were able to tell that it was really hit with despair and such. Like, hit a breaking point, and I feel good enough that I was able to share that with you guys, because one of the things I'm really blessed with on Facebook, and just with friends and family as a whole, is I don't have a whole lot of judgmental assholes, and I thank you for that. In a world that's full of it, I'm lucky to not have that or have much of it. And so it's allowed me through this to allow myself to be vulnerable, allow myself to be open, allow myself to share those things with you guys without getting bombarded. And so yesterday was a very vulnerable time for me, hitting that breaking point and doing that long post where I talked about throwing in the towel. And when you're dealing with sleep deprivation and all of this, it really wears on your head, definitely wears on your heart, and you carry a lot on your shoulders, and you just want to sit there and say, screw it, I'm done, I'm out of here. I want to clarify that. That did not mean I wanted to sit there and eat a mouthful of lead or do something stupid, and you guys know what I'm talking about. So that was not the case. That was just, it was me sitting there saying, and most of you guys know me, is whether you've known me for a short time, but those of you that have known me for years or most of my life know that I can carry a hell of a lot on my shoulder. I've carried a lot for not just myself, but a lot of people over the years, and I can carry a lot. And yesterday, my shoulders, I couldn't even carry myself yesterday. So, but that did not mean I wanted to take the easy way out. What I meant by throwing in the towel is you just want to walk away from this. You want to sit there and say, okay, this was fun, I want to get off the ride now. No more tickets, I'm done. And it's just that. And where are you going to go? You're still stuck in it. No matter where you turn, no matter what door you walk in, you're still going through this until it runs its course. Or if you're one of the people that get stuck with this for the rest of your life, you have to deal with it. There's no other option. As I mentioned in the earlier videos post, 1/3 of the people heal from this quickly, and they either heal 100% or in the 90%, 90s percentile. And what quick is from everything I read, the average has been about 3 to 8 weeks. From 2.5 to 3 months to a year, 1/3 of the people can heal 100% or close to it. And then 1/3 poor bastards, you know, are stuck with some sort of issue for most of the rest of their life. It can heal itself over years, but I now know people that have had to deal with this for years, and my heart goes out to anybody that has to deal with it. So, but I'm still in it. I am okay. My headspace and timing is now back. Today's gonna be a good day. I've got the kids who are still sleeping because Mom wore them out yesterday for me, and they're off school today. So today is just about taking some time. There's a whole lot I need to do. There's a whole lot of chores. You know, like I said, our landlord's working on our roof. You know, that creates a whole set of stress, but not today. Not today. It ain't about doing a damn thing. There ain't no cleaning, there ain't no chores, there is absolutely nothing but me and the kiddos time. And sometime during today, when the kiddos go back down for their nap, I'm going to take me time and work on leather and just find a good place and keep myself occupied. So I know this, you know, another long post now in video form, but I have to do this. I have to do the posts and I have to do the videos, if for nobody else, for myself, my family, and anybody else that this can help. So I'll go ahead and close it with saying, hey, I know a lot of people are dealing with stuff like the fires throughout the West Coast. My friends and family, please be careful, watch yourself. Those of you friends and family, especially that are living or near Florida, that are on the East Coast, you got something huge coming up your giggy here in the next day or so. Please, please, please take care of yourselves. Make sure you're safe. Get your stuff in order now. Don't wait until it's at your door. Be safe. I'm sending hugs and prayers out to you all, as well as, again, big thanks. And so I'll keep you posted. I'll probably do another post or two, little small ones later on today, but I'll definitely keep you guys posted on this. Again, thank you so much and love to y'all. Take care.